For those of you familiar with LinkedIn, you're probably aware that there's two real key ways that you can generate leads on the platform. You can either do it using paid methods, paid marketing, paid advertising through LinkedIn's paid platform essentially, or you can do it through organic means by reaching out to people, starting conversations, and these are generally free or very low cost by just having a premium subscription on LinkedIn. But the real question is, which one is the best and which one should you focus on? Hey, how's it going? Ryan Caswell here from B2B Leads. And like I said, today we're going to be going over which one is better on LinkedIn, paid advertising or organic methods where you're actually reaching out, starting conversations, finding your target market, and it's far more manual, but it's more organic. It's not paid. So the best thing to do is really discuss what are the advantages of these two methods. So if you look at paid marketing with LinkedIn, you're probably thinking, well, surely organic or free methods are going to be more effective. But then you've got to consider, well, what are the advantages? So the key benefit to something like paid marketing with LinkedIn or Facebook or Google or all these platforms is paid really gives you the ability to scale up relatively easily. Now, these platforms all want you to be pouring money through them because, that's how they're going to generate more money for themselves, and anything that's in the interest of them generating more money is really going to be in your favor if you're following things that line with that. So, like I said, easy to scale, but some of the downsides of paid, of course, is it's paid, of course. So it costs a lot of money, and typically these platforms want you to be spending more and more and more, and they tend to get more and more expensive by the day. For anyone who's got started with Google Ads right in the beginning, or even paid Facebook or LinkedIn, it was really a bit of a gold rush because not many people were doing it, and it was very easy to get really low cost per leads. But as more and more people flock to it, the cost per lead gets higher and higher and higher. So obviously, advantage is the ability to scale. Downside is cost money. Generally on LinkedIn, I should probably add in here that I'm not by any means an expert in LinkedIn paid marketing. Our expertise really lives in organic. Now, we have experimented with LinkedIn paid marketing in the past and never really were able to generate a solid result. I haven't heard a lot of successful stories of small businesses using it. That's not to say that they're not there, but that's just been my experience personally. That being said, like I said, paid marketing can be very effective to scale up because the platform really wants you to be spending more money, so it makes it easy to just pour more money into it, but it costs more in order to do that. Now, organic methods, for the most part, are free, or you can use things like Sales Navigator subscriptions in order to make your efforts more effective. But the work really lives more in the actual tasks that you're running. So the cost is more around the activity and the time that you're putting into the platform. So they generally require more time, which is a downside. They're harder to scale, but lower in cost. So you're probably wondering, okay, well, that's great. Which one should I focus on? What's better for me? Now, I've always followed the principle that in order for you to get paid marketing to work, you really need to have your value proposition and your offer on point, because you can pour a lot of money through paid marketing methods just to test or just to find out that your offer doesn't resonate, because it's very much about putting something in front of someone. It's very much a fleeting image or a fleeting video. And if you don't have a really solid offer that captures people's attention and gets them, yes, that's exactly what I need, and starts to convert them and drive action immediately, then what will happen is you just end up pouring a lot of money through this with very little results. With organic, you still need to get that offer on point, but you have a lot more fat in the system in order to test it out. It doesn't cost you to keep testing it out. So it gives you the ability to work out what your core offer and value proposition is in a way that when you reach out to people, you can generate that interest and get people onto calls quickly. And because it's a more manual process, you're reaching out to people, it's a little bit like comparing, a billboard in the middle of the city with an advertisement on it. You really need a lot of traffic and a lot of people for that to start converting, and a lot of repetition, and that costs a lot of money in order to get that long-term brand awareness and visibility, versus an organic method, which could be you go out with some samples from your restaurant, you take it to people on the street, and you can pull people very quickly because it's more organic, it's more natural, it's more face-to-face, and it's much easier to convert. So this is really where you can start to test at a lower cost and really work out what your core value proposition, messaging, and offer is, to the point where you say, all right, we know that we can start converting people with this offer. And a lot of people come, like especially the people who work with us, they come from having always had word of mouth and referrals. And for this type of marketing to work, you don't have that trust established, and you need to first get their attention with a strong offer or value proposition. So organic gives you, or helps you work that out in a way that's low cost, so that you can then work out, all right, we can apply what we know here and take that to paid and then scale that up there. Or with the right processes, systems, automation, you can actually then scale this approach up without even needing to use paid marketing at all. And that's what we've done. We've taken our business to a 7-figure business and helped a lot of our clients do the same using just LinkedIn organic methods. So I hope that's helpful, or at least insightful in some way. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And as always, have a great day. Cheers.